Hello again, welcome to our channel. Thank you very much for joining us. This afternoon we're thinking about completing our small space orchard. You may remember that previously we've done two videos about creating an orchard in a small space. This afternoon we're finishing off, but we're going to begin actually in the polytunnel rather than in the orchard area, because this afternoon it is so very windy. And so we're going to start off outside, inside, before then going outside later to the small space orchard. Now what we're going to do this afternoon to complete our small space orchard is we're going to add a few fruit bushes in pots. We're going to use two gooseberries. We're also going to use a blueberry and a blackcurrant. We're going to add these to the fruit trees and the strawberries that we've already got out there. So what we're going to do to begin with is we're going to transfer the gooseberries and the blueberry and the blackcurrants into much larger pots ready to go outside. So this is the size of pot that we're going to use. I've already put some compost inside the pot. It's a mix of multi-purpose compost with horticultural grit to give good drainage. Some crocks have also been put in the bottom as well, and so there should be some really good drainage there. It's also been thoroughly watered, although it is actually starting to dry out a little bit now. So on to the gooseberries. We have two beautiful varieties of gooseberry here. We love gooseberries. They're used for all sorts of things in our house, dessert and used in cooking, all sorts of different things. So the first one that we're using is a gooseberry green. So I'm going to be taking the gooseberry out of its pot. That is the gooseberry on there. And I'm going to be putting it into this much larger pot that we're going to be keeping it in the small space orchard. Has been very well watered. I'm just going to put a little bit of planting feed over it. And into the hole as well. Okay. And we're just going to put it down into the hole in the pot.
I couldn't see you anymore.
Oh, you can't see me anymore. I'm going to put a little bit more of the planting feed around as well. And I'm now going to actually put it in. Okay, multi-purpose compost around. I want to get the multi-purpose compost up to basically the sort of level that the plant was at before, where it was sat in its compost in the smaller pot. And keep it at the same sort of level. Okay, I think that one is more or less okay. We'll have a look at it again later on, but I think that's going to be all right. So that's the first of the gooseberries. So now move on to the second gooseberry. This one is Gooseberry Invicta. Again, I've prepared the pot in the same sort of way to make it easier as far as time is concerned. So I'm going to take the gooseberry out. When you are dealing with gooseberries, you do need to have quite strong gloves on, because unfortunately there are some, oh dear, the wind, there are some quite strong spikes on there.
Be careful.
Now that hasn't come out as well as I'd hoped. It's come out partially, so I'm going to have to put some of that compost down into the hole to raise the height of the hole a little bit. Okay, so down we go. Now we're going to be filling in with the compost around the outside.
Be careful with the...
Yeah, I'm going to be very careful with the thorns.
Why did the thorns? Like roses?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
As I said, it has been watered thoroughly before, but it does certainly need a very good watering again. So those are our two gooseberries. we need to label those very carefully to make sure that we don't get them mixed up. We're now going to go on to the blackcurrant. Let's have a look at our beautiful blackcurrant plant.
Oh, careful.
Okay. We've got a lovely blackcurrant plant there.
That's lovely.
Yep, these are absolutely delicious as well. Again, the pot has been prepared in the same sort of way. So
No
we're
thorns.
lifting the blackcurrant out.
That's
This
nice.
time it's come out very, very well. And we're going to give it another sprinkle with the powder. And we'll put into the hole.
Goodness me, the wind.
The wind is unfortunately very, very strong. There's nothing that we can do about it. Okay, so that's our wonderful blackcurrant plant. Put into a pot. We'll put that down. And the final one that we're going to be planting, as I said, is the blueberries. So we're on now this beautiful blueberry plant.
Wow.
Blueberries are great. They're very nutritious, very good for you. Now, as far as the pot here is concerned, same sort of principle, except that I'm using an Ericaceous compost, because the blueberries really prefer an Ericaceous compost rather than ordinary multi-purpose compost. So let's take the blueberry out, if it will come. Okay, it's been well behaved, that's good.
Oops, oops.
Put some more into the hole as well and round about. Okay, and let's put it into the correct position. Now again, I'm using the Ericaceous compost, which is what blueberries really prefer. Okay, we'll have a look at this again later. I think that that's a reasonable sort of position. Great. Okay, so what we're going to do now then is we're going to go outside with these and we're going to put them into the position that we're going to have them in the small space orchard. Just before we do, I want to talk about a competition. I want to have a little competition. I want to have a little bit of fun with you wonderful subscribers. And the competition is connected with gooseberries. And the person who wins the competition is going to win a gooseberry plant. We're going to send them a lovely gooseberry plant. So the competition is all about, can you actually tell us please what genus the gooseberries belong to? Gooseberry plants, what genus do they belong to? If you'd like to enter the competition, then please comment with the answer. Those people who get the correct answer, your name is going to go into a container and we'll pull one out, and the winner of the draw, the people who get the correct answer, is going to have a gooseberry bush, a little gooseberry bush, sent to you. If you come from a foreign country, then you'll probably have an e-voucher or something like that, rather than actually the plant. I'm going to go outside now. Okay, so we've come outside now to the small space orchard. If you're one of our regular viewers, you will know all about this. And you will notice that those lovely little courtland trees that we put in are actually starting to grow and are starting to look quite healthy. So we have our courtland trees just there. You will remember as well that we've put strawberries in pots all the way around the outside. And now we've brought over these little bushes to grow in pots in the area as well. So we've got our two gooseberries, we've got the blueberry, we've got the blackcurrant. We've got them in these large pots. We can move them around, change their position. If it's very windy, we can even take them out and move them, put them in a sheltered position. We hope that this summer we're going to have some really wonderful fruit from this small space orchard. And it just goes to show what can be achieved in a very small space. We may even put some more things in as well as a sort of trial. Hope that at least some of you will actually try this idea and that you have yourself some beautiful fruit this summer. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope that you join our competition.